Hi viewers, Assalamu alaikum. This is Azaz Ahmad and you are watching Physics Online. Today's our lecture is on simple harmonic motion and its equation. We will study about simple harmonic motion, what is simple harmonic oscillator, and we will derive equation for simple harmonic oscillator. We will derive expression for velocity, acceleration, and time period. So let's start. What is simple harmonic motion? It can be written as SHM, simple harmonic motion. It can be defined as a special type of periodic motion or oscillation where the restoring force is directly proportional to the displacement from the mean position and the direction of force is opposite to the displacement. A special type of periodic motion or oscillation where the restoring force is directly proportional to the displacement from the mean position and the direction of force is opposite to the displacement or the direction of displacement. And a system executing such type of motion is known as simple harmonic oscillator. Explanation. Let me explain it to you. Look at this diagram. In this diagram we have a mass attached to the spring. This mass is initially at its mean position. No displacement is provided to it. In the next diagram you can see that the mass is stretched, displacement is provided. This was the original position of this mass. Now it is stretched, the mass is at this extreme position and from this extreme position we releases the mass, so it will start oscillation about its mean position. This is right extreme point, and this is, you can see, the left extreme point. So after stretching, after providing displacement to this mass, it will and releasing it, this mass will start oscillation about its mean position. Let us suppose we have a mass m attached to spring. This mass is displaced from its original mean position and then released. This is the mass m attached to the spring. This is its original mean position. Now it is displaced from its mean position and released it. This mass will start oscillation about its mean position under the action of restoring force. This mass will, when we release it, it will move towards the mean position and then towards the left extreme position, then again towards the mean position, and will continue in this manner. The force which compels this mass to come to its mean position is the restoring force. This restoring force in the mass spring system is provided by the tension in the spring. This force is directly proportional to the displacement from the mean position. मतलब कि जब हम जितना इस मास को डिस्प्लेस करेंगे मीन पोजीशन से, उतना ही फोर्स उस डिस्प्लेसमेंट पे डिपेंड करेगा. जितना ज़्यादा डिस्प्लेस होगा उतना रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स भी ज़्यादा होगा. दिस फोर्स इज़ डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द डिस्प्लेसमेंट फ्रॉम द मीन पोजीशन. वही बात, जितनी डिस्प्लेसमेंट ज़्यादा होगी उतना ही रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स ज़्यादा होगा. एंड द डायरेक्शन ऑफ दिस फोर्स इज़ ऑपोजिट. The force is directly proportional to displacement from the mean position. जितना मीन पोजीशन से हम ज़्यादा डिस्प्लेस करेंगे उतना रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स ज़्यादा होगा, और इस फोर्स का डायरेक्शन जो होगा वो डिस्प्लेसमेंट के ऑपोजिट होगा, क्योंकि आप देख सकते हैं कि रिस्टोरिंग फोर्स जो है वो टूवर्ड्स द मीन पोजीशन है एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट जो है वो ऑपोजिट टू द मीन पोजीशन है. Mathematically, we have studied that force is directly proportional to minus x, is when the amount of displacement is increased, the restoring force will be increased, and the negative sign shows that the restoring force is opposite to the direction of displacement. Now in another step, changing proportionality into equality, we will put k. F equals to minus kx, where k is the constant of spring. Now we will derive equations for SHM. So we have read that for SHM, F equals to minus kx, and we also know that F equals to ma from Newton's second law. Now comparing equation 1 and equation 2. Comparing equation 1 and 2. This implies that ma equals to minus kx. We can write it as m dv by dt equals to minus kx, is A equals to dv by dt. Now m d by dt into v equals to minus kx. This implies that m d by dt equals to d by dt into minus kx, as v equals to dx by dt. So we can write it as m d square x by dt square equals to minus kx d square x by dt square equals to minus k by mx. This implies that d square x by dt square plus k by mx equals to 0. This is equation A. This is equation for simple harmonic oscillator. So you can see that this is the equation for simple harmonic motion. F equals to minus kx, where x is the displacement, F is the restoring force, k is the spring constant, and negative sign shows that force is opposite towards the displacement. Now we are going to derive equation for simple harmonic motion or simple harmonic oscillator. We know that F equals to ma from Newton's second law. This is equation 2 and this is equation 1. Both are forces, so comparing equation 1 and equation 2, we write it ma equals to minus kx. Acceleration is equal to dv by dt, so replacing a with its value dv by dt, this becomes as m dv by dt equals to minus kx. Now writing it in this form, d by dt and v separately equals to minus kx. We write it v separately to replace the value of v. The value of v is dx by dt, so plugging it here we get the equation m dv by dt into dx by dt equals to minus kx. So it becomes as m d square x by dt square equals to minus kx. Putting m into the into other side, it will becomes as d square x by dt square equals to minus k by mx. Bringing this term towards this side of equality, it will becomes d square x by dt square plus k by mx equals to 0. This is equation A. This is the equation of simple harmonic oscillator. D square x by dt square plus k by mx equals to 0. This was the equation for simple harmonic oscillator. Solution to this equation gives us x equal to xm cos omega t plus phi. X is the The equation x equals to xm cos omega t plus phi. It is the equation for displacement where x is the displacement, xm is the amplitude, phi is the phase constant, t is the time or instant of time, phi is the angular frequency. This is the equation of displacement. So you can see from here, if we apply derivative or differentiate displacement, it gives us velocity. So we will give it a name, equation star. Taking derivative of equation star with respect to time. So this implies that dx by dt equals to d by dt into xm cos omega t plus phi. This implies that dx by dt equals to xm is constant, so we will write it as d by dt into cos omega t plus phi. This will become as dx by dt, xm will be xm as it is constant. The derivative of cos is minus sine omega t plus phi, and d by dt of omega t plus phi. Here omega is constant, so this implies that dx by dt equals to minus xm sine omega t plus phi, and omega is constant, so it will come out of the derivative d by dt t plus phi. Dx by dt equals to minus xm sine omega t plus phi omega. This will becomes as dt by dt plus d phi by dt. dt by dt equals to 1 and d phi by dt equals to 0. So dx by dt equals to minus xm sine omega t plus phi into omega 1 plus 0. The equation was dx by dt equals to minus xm sine omega t plus phi into phi 1 plus 0. So this will become as dx by dt equals to minus omega xm sine omega t plus phi. We know that d is dx by dt equals to v, so v equals to minus omega x m sine into omega t plus phi. This is the equation for velocity. We will give it a name, equation b. Now we are going to derive an equation for acceleration. You can see that the derivative of displacement gives us the velocity, and if we differentiate velocity it will give us acceleration. So we will differentiate velocity, it will give us acceleration. Here here is the equation for velocity. We will differentiate it and it will give us accelerations. So taking derivative of equation B, this implies that dv by dt equals to d by dt into minus omega xm sine omega t plus phi. dv by dt equals to minus omega xm d by dt. Omega and xm are constant, so it is, we will not differentiate it, sine omega t plus phi. dv by dt equals to minus omega xm. The derivative of sine is cos omega t plus phi, and d by dt of omega t plus phi. dv by dt minus omega xm cos omega t plus phi. Here omega is constant, so d by dt into t plus phi. dv by dt equals to minus omega xm cos omega t plus phi omega 1 plus 0. Is differentiating t with respect to t, it will give us 1, and phi with respect to t, it will be give us 0. So dv by dt equals to minus omega into omega, so omega square xm cos omega t plus phi. Is dv by dt equals to a, so this implies that a equals to minus omega square xm cos omega t plus phi. This is the equation for acceleration. We will give it name equation C. So this was all about today's lecture. We have derived an equation for acceleration. We have derived an equation for velocity. We have derived an equation for simple harmonic oscillator, and we have derived an equation for displacement x. So for further derivation, stay tuned for our next lecture. We will derive an equation for omega, maximum velocity, displacement, etc., etc. in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. Take care.